Continuing on with the halachot of Pesach, we'll speak a few days there about the halachot of Taarovet Chametz. We spoke about what Chametz is: pure Chametz, matzah shira, different types of Taarovet Chametz. So the halacha begins by just to introduce. For example, we find a kernel of wheat in our rice, or in a already cooked chicken during Pesach. If this kernel of wheat is cracked, even in the slightest amount, then what happens? In the amount that we know for sure that the wheat inside of it became chametz, ve'asra et hatavshil. לפיכך החיטה תישרף מיד, כל התבשיל אסור באכילה, אפילו יש הרבה יותר מ-60 כנגד החיטה, שחמץ בפסח אוסר במשהו. Even if it's a huge pot that is much more, 60 times what the kernel of wheat was, Halakha explains that because on Pesach, again we're talking about on Pesach, we found the kernel of wheat in our rice or in a chicken or something, the whole dish becomes asur, because on Pesach if chametz gets mixed in, the entire dish is oser, afilu with the slightest amount. There's no bitul midarabanan, there's no bitul, any ratios that we nullify the chametz to permit the dish. And similarly, the dishes, that pot or pan or plate that the chametz was found in is also asur until you do proper hagalah and make it kasher Pesach. Again, the idea here is as follows: that on Pesach itself, when chametz gets mixed into something, there is no nullification process, there's no bitul, rather it is oser b'mashu, with the slightest amount of chametz makes the whole dish asur. Ravadia says, nevertheless, you can still sell this dish to a goy. And the idea here is very important, that it's an introduction. Again, Baruch Hashem, today, I don't think we're finding wheat kernels in our rice practically ever. You can check our rice, thousands of pounds in America in 2025. You're not seeing any, almost ever, you're not going to find a wheat kernel. But this is the introduction to the idea of Taarovet Chametz, when there's a mixture of chametz in my produce, in what I'm eating. How do we deal with it? What's the rules? What's the regulation? And we understand that if it gets mixed in on Pesach itself, it's oser b'mashu. Now there is a lot of discussion on this topic. I think next time we'll discuss there. What about if it's mixed in before Pesach and we see it on Pesach? We'll speak about these all in upcoming days. The same applies, just to finish it up. If you cook the dish, if it was boiled, it also can become chametz. And if let's say you had a big pot of boiled food and you found the kernel of wheat that was boiled, it's also chashash, be concerned that it might have become chametz, and we cannot use it on Pesach. We'll continue more with Hashem the next day. Have a wonderful day.